Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. Well, this is picking up a little bit. I mean, what happened at the end of the last episode? I mean, things were progressing at a fairly normal pace, and then at the very end, it was just like, entity appeared from the sky. It was just like, we speak on behalf of our Lord. It's terrifying.
Go back and read the comment at the top. There it is. Most of the backstory to the lusty Argonian maid. Swag is playing as a Dragonborn in Baldur's Gate 3 in the campaign he started with us, and he fucking named her Lifts Her Tail. And I'm like, I fucking cringe every time I see your name.
I hate. I respect you, but I also want to kill you. Is that normal? But we have another episode of Overlord here. Episode 2, Departure. 8 days.
天を覆った雲を覚えておるな。
族長の印を持たす。感謝する。
Okay. I'm wondering if it's Heinz that's declaring war on them and why he decided to fuck over the lizard man. So
maybe he's testing them to see if they can throw aside their petty grievances and actually unite as one unified tribe and hopefully maybe make them sort of like guardians for Nazarick. Yum.
Pretty cool pet to have, isn't it?
Yeah, four-headed Hydra. Yeah, four-headed Hydra.
Reminds me of this guy with the little penguin dudes that are in that.
数日ほど人間の町に行かれるとか、この私がナザリック地下大墳墓を支配する時のためにしっかりと働かなくては。そうだとも頑張ってくれたまえ。君の何を最初にするつもりかね。掃除ですね。ナザリックにこの私以上丁寧な掃除のできる者はおりません。を舐められるほどですとも。
いらっしゃいました。かの4司法の一つたるフロストペインを持つ方にも好みは異様に。
Brother.
これは失礼した。
いいえ、私はレッドアイ族の族長代理を務めさせていただいているをお尋ねしても。
結婚してくれ。
Calm yourself.
聞かせてもらえれば構わない。
Brother.
色だ。
Brother.
何を
というやつだ。それに今回の戦いで死ぬかもしれないから後悔のないようにな。
That's what that comment was about.
感染しなかったレッドアイはどうやってあの時期を乗り越えたのだ。死の力か、それとももっと別の方法があるのか。
救いなんかありません。私たちが行ったのは同族食い。死んだ仲間を食らったのですよ。
正しい答えなんかこの世にあるものか。ただ俺たちは歩くだけだ。
無様な姿をお見せしました。
お前は美しい。
やばいな。
Why is she wearing a bush?
その格好は
似合わないかしら。
似合うと言った方が良いのか。
まさか出歩くには太陽の光が辛いの。
同行するつもりか。
戦いの結果をこの場で見届けるようにってご指示をいただいております。
と見届けてほしい。至高の御方に捧げる絶対なる勝利を。ちょっと話がしたい。
私はレッドアイ族族長代理クルシュルール。同じく族長に会いに来ました。
しかして植物系モンスターか。
違います。
冗談を本気にするな。めんどくせえ。信じるは強者のみ。剣を取りな。
Gonna have to prove himself in combat.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
So I hate to do it because the rest of the show's been really good so far, but I gotta give this episode a bit of an eh.
I'm wondering where it's leading.
I don't think it's necessary to go into as much detail as they went into with the lizard dude going around to recruit the other lizard people.
I guess.
I think the pacing of that was extremely questionable to take a whole episode on what they just took a whole episode on.
Well, I'd say that, but at the same time, it's like I think they could have spaced it out over maybe a couple of episodes, but because the thing is,
no, I'm saying I think they should have taken like 1/4 of an episode for everything they just did.
Oh, okay.
That this entire episode was just him walking to her village, but like him discussing things at his village, deciding to go to her village, being like, "Holy crap, you're hot, but we need to team up." But also, you're hot, but we need to team up. You are really hot though, but we need to team up. And lastly, like I just want you to know you're hot. And like that went on for a very long time, and then we ended the episode with them going to another village where he's going to fight somebody else at the beginning of next episode to win their favor. And I'm just like...
That could have been done in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, like these are new characters they've just introduced, and I feel like character building wise, like if this one guy's going to be a main character, all right, but like it just seems like this was a strange choice to do an entire episode on, you know what I mean? For like one particular set of
I think
events.
for now he's the plot driver. The Traveler Lizardman, I think he's the plot driver, but I don't think... I mean, Ainz is the main character of the show, but there are certain episodes where he is not the plot driver. That's just like when damn vampire girl,
Shaltier.
Yeah, Shaltier. It's like she was the plot driver during a couple episodes, and honestly, I just find her much more entertaining because she's.
And I'm not saying like I'm pissed off that they switched over to this guy or anything like that. It's like I don't think the whole show has to follow Ainz the whole time. I'm just saying like this guy could have gone and talked to the first tribe and probably the second one, maybe even a third one in the span of one episode if they had a pace that better. I feel like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I see what you're saying. I get it.
I think it was just a little drawn out for just like what actually was accomplished in this one episode. It's just probably my personal opinion. You guys may not agree with me. That's just how I feel about it. I think it could have been a little more eventful.
I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. And yeah, I could definitely see them doing a little bit better with the pacing and maybe moving things forward at a much more brisk pace instead of just fumbling with the courtship of the two lizard people right there. I mean, that could have been expressed in like a third of the time, like you're saying.
It honestly kind of makes me wonder exactly how this part was actually paced in the light novel. Like, if it was similarly drawn out, or if they're just doing this with the show for some fucking reason. You know what I mean? Because like it just doesn't seem like something that would usually be touched on as heavily, like in almost any other story. Just because it's not really the most interesting parts of the events, you know.
This is true.
That are going on.
I get you, and maybe that's the case. I don't know, but anywho, yeah, this was an interesting episode. Not really like a high point for me in terms of this show, but it's only the second episode, and I'm still very much like in on this show.
Well, at least I understood everything that was going on in this episode this time because we didn't really go very much further than we did from the events at the very end of the previous episode. Know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Very, very true.
Like, we pretty much stayed on that last topic that was brought up at the end of episode 1 of season 2, so I didn't have to worry about a lot of new stuff being thrown at me and having to put pieces together.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, anyway, I guess that's going to do it, everybody. That was Overlord Season 2, Episode 2, Departure. I guess in the next episode we're gonna continue with it looks like the gathering of the Lizardmen. So hopefully this plot point will eventually reach it's like where they're trying to arrive at the point. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, I think that's gonna do it. So until next time, everyone, signing off. I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
Y'all be good people. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.